Ala, wala palang South BL dito? Sige next wala kayong BL. Wala kayong BL,
Out ko muna to, ya.
BL. Ay, dito ba sa
Maglalaro ka ba, boss?
10M? Ayan, 10M. Nag-top eh. Natin na.
Kapya si Boss 8. Ang lakas mag-swordsman yan.
Ay, lakas.
Idol ko yan.
Matik.
Okay. Boss
TY.
Nero, tumakas. Okay nang ina talaga nun.
TY lang
Inas tumakas na naman si Boss Nero. Pangit talaga nga pa.
Ito nga. Tanga, pares lang tayong ginamit
Oh,
dito eh.
thank you.
Ginamit lang ba tayo?
I appreciate it.
Ginawa
Hindi
tayo
dahil sa
kasangkapan
BL,
eh.
Boss Nero, hindi naman tayo makakatap, di ba?
Kaya nga.
Nakapiyo ka na kasi hindi ka pa makapatay.
Wala, BA. Tarantado.
Yeah, spoilers, where they go to like the little island prison and like she's in
Yeah.
control of
Inampleto mo
everything.
sana,
Like, how
hindi.
did this happen?
Panalo yun.
I hate that.
Scooby-Doo movies
Tarantado.
are great though.
But it was
Hanggang sa pangatlo nga lang yung BA ko eh.
All of them. The animated
Puro
ones,
dap,
Ikaw lang ba
PU,
yun?
ayaw mag-city.
the real detectives. Yeah, that was Goofy.
Hindi, nakikik mo kasi nakikita ka eh.
But
Okay, kaya mo.
to show
Oo,
the
lol.
movie's point,
Oh,
it's Guy Ritchie, so they're all entertaining.
Okay.
Guy Ritchie just makes like
Oh, yaman, yaman.
It was good.
fun.
Ano
and
yung-
it's
ano
not
yung-
gonna blow your mind with anything, but it's a well put together, fun, good time.
Pero blue kayo dapat
Yeah, you don't need to sort of
ewan ko
overthink
anong
it.
Yeah.
Guy
Parang
Ritchie,
medyo
stop
labanan
blowing
natin.
my mind. He also did
Ano yan?
the Gentleman.
Yes, that
Uy,
was,
kumano.
that
was
was
nice.
good
Yeah, that
too.
was really good.
Love Colin
Uy.
Farrell.
Yeah, that was he was great.
Ano may bagyo?
Kami nga.
Yeah.
May bagyo, yeah.
Yung ano mo, Mike.
Around.
Yeah,
Almost
that was
hobo.
good. That with rascals is a good word for
The
it.
TV show of the Gentleman was also
Ayun.
Sige,
Okay.
laksan mo
Yeah,
pa.
there is that,
Okay nang ina mo.
What are we doing? We're just doing TV shows now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing else to talk
What was,
about.
what was the Pierce Brosnan one that just came out?
Ay, gagawin to ng GT yan. Nakakaya ka.
Pierce Brosnan?
Oh,
That's
the-
my Bond.
It's my Bond.
Mobland, Mobland.
Oh,
Ayan,
okay.
ulit GT.
I think
Yeah.
oh, Mobland, yeah.
Boss Nero, kailangan mag-archer ka na
You know
uli.
what you should never watch? Leave
Ay, na, kaya
Ang gamo ng
ayoko na.
forma.
BL na lang, di pa mabitawan eh.
With Sean Connery? With Sean Connery? Yeah.
Tangin na magtatap ba yan kung walang BL?
I went back and watched it
Gago.
because it was one of my favorite
It's
movies
not
as a
good.
kid.
Exactly.
I went back to watch it now and I was like, this is
Asan
not what I
bandas?
remember. They've changed it. Like, they've changed it. This is not what I remember.
Ay, Pax,
I remember
wala
it being
GT yan,
so good.
Pax.
That was like
Wala,
my
gago,
top
no,
three
but-
movies as a kid
Lakas
was
mo.
League of Extraordinary
Uy,
Gentlemen,
baka
Triple X, the first one with Vin
Sure.
Diesel,
Yeah, yeah.
and Pitch Black.
Gago.
But that was
Pitch
Black.
very
Gago mo na
scary.
ng
Wasn't
Oh.
that one of Sean Connery's last movies as well? Like he really went out on a low note.
Malay.
Yeah.
Sige,
It
sige.
really
Anong
like
kulay
you know,
kaya?
the career peaked really early on, but he ended on a bad.
Taga-BL ako,
May
taga-BL.
Goldberg
Ako
ngayon.
taga-BL ngayon.
Meron niya.
Blue ako eh, blue.
I think you nailed it. Really.
Lalaro ba ako?
Not a good movie, but they
Ano
apparently
ba
great
Nero? Laro
comics.
daw.
Action
Easy.
comics, graphic novels, Sin City. That's an interesting movie.
Sure.
Di na
Yeah.
nakulong.
That is really unique. I've never watched anything like that.
Yeah, when that came out, it was kind of like groundbreaking.
Yeah, and I've watched some interesting stuff about behind the scenes about how they achieved some of their stuff, the effects, because it does look like a comic
unique,
book.
yeah.
It looks like a graphic novel, which is really impressive.
Long box pala.
So anyone that's into like movies and making movies,
Maglalaro ka, wala
That's
kang
an
box.
interesting one to
Wala kang
There's an angle to go
pampasahod.
for you, yeah.
yeah.
Uy,
I don't know. I
Shame we don't have any aspiring filmmakers.
Ano yan,
going into
boss?
the
Lead
deep
time
end.
yan.
I assume we might.
DHL.
Ewan ko na.
Electrical engineers, though, we have plenty
X
of.
na yung taga
Tell us
sa
what you
PU
want to be
party
when you
X
grow
na.
up.
Ayoko na
Yeah.
dyan.
Because I don't know what I want to be.
As you can tell by the
party.
music, by the pause on the screen, by the web
Eh,
cams,
grabe yung
we're
hinga naman
seeing a
yan.
little bit of a technical
Awat ka
delay.
naman.
So any
Galing mo, Apos, nakikita ko yung mga ganun mo.
chance to be on air.
Mga power
Likely
kick
to be
mo.
brought there.
And that's going to be a
Ang
big
galing
deal
ba?
for
Ang galing mo na. Ina mo yun.
Si Boss si Mantroy, Boss Nero si Mantroy. Epes ako.
Quick update. So
Na-
Yung mga kaparte ko nga, isa lang akong Epes, di na-stress eh. Sa
Hindi,
kanya,
akala ko si Kuya Will eh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, a coach holding up with a tech
Okay,
boss,
that's
that's unique.
Basta
Gigil
yung
eh.
hawakan.
Usually
Hawakan
coach
yung
is trying to be
Epes, image naman. Boss Nero, Epes.
But, yeah, it's gonna be
Epes,
pretty
image
frustrating
naman.
for G2.
Si Mantroy, oh.
Wala pang guild yung isa. Oh, mahirap. Walang
Ay, nagalit yung ano ka.
walang
G2
Paano
machine.
ilang pinapatay ni Boss Nero, yung walang kill.
Tantado, pinapatay ko lahat.
Patay niyan eh.
Saw coming over was like, okay,
But
well, now
that
you
is
can
why I need
code
ya.
this proof that you can like run a program long, across rosters, across lineups, swaps, and you're
Oh,
like,
but
Miss you,
okay,
boss.
now I have a little bit more confidence.
Ay,
that
ito si
there's,
Pakap
like,
po.
there's something.
Oh,
behind
nakakot
it.
This
niya.
would be a
Bucks.
tier list of current
Tingnan
tier
mo,
1
tingnan
coaches.
mo.
Ooh, current tier 1 coaches.
And
Sino
we have
naglakad po?
S
Ay,
tier.
gago, sino yun?
How many of the
Uy,
coaches
pre,
coaches
yan.
would you
Magaluto.
put in the S tier?
Ang ginagawa,
Well, I feel like
nagalulo.
Yanko is gonna have
Kasi
a
mo
bit
na-
of
ano?
like,
I've got
Sira ulo.
Blade at the tip of my
Sira
tongue.
ulo ka.
I think everyone has a lot of respect for him and what he's achieved.
Oh, Zonic.
Angkong, huwag ka maingay, Angkong. Angkong Lucio.
Zonic, huh?
But no one's saying it. No, I was.
No,
like,
Are you
that's what I mean.
gago?
I'm not taking
Just a
that.
few or something.
I'm not taking. I'm just interested. You know, like would Saw be in the?
I mean, I think-
would he make it to S or would he?
Ay, hindi nagbabasa ang puta.
Ayun, pati pag-trade na Woodal. Trinig na lang pista yun. no? Kaya
Thank you for
trinig.
answering that.
Currently at the moment, not
Hindi,
really,
sa'yo,
not
gago.
really up
Back
there.
live, guys.
Nero, nakita ko yung tartado.
There's Blade, obviously. There's Xtaz. I think
Nice
some of the
company,
top
Nero.
coaches,
Nice
it's always happened this way. Is like there are just some coaches
Kasi
who
yung
know
na-trade yun,
exactly what they
gago.
do, and there are some
Ay, ito
coaches
kasi
that
yun.
don't really know where. Like I know
Oh,
lol.
Blade, and Blade.
Iniisip mo kasi yung
conversation
Gere.
on Blade is constantly a tactical genius. The
Trinig
playbook, the
sa
way he's
akin,
able to
hindi
bring players in and get them to the new
nagbabasa.
system. You don't have that insight into. Well, I guess the big
Loko.
one because of.
Naglakad kasi,
would be the
parang
Xtaz,
gago.
just due to some recent tweets and everything like that.
Ayun, nanisi pa.
Or Mara. But Mara, you can see the work he does bring
Lagi, huwag niyo ginaganyan si Boss Neo. Galing mag-BL niya.
And
Yes.
five random Counter-Strike players.
May highlights ka ngayon, boss.
Professional level players
Na ano mo yan, boss, record mo?
Yeah, that's.
Yung mga BL mo.
Okay.
Tagal.
I think
Gago,
it's
stop ko pala
two
yung ano.
things also. I think nowadays
Ah,
it's a
Bibi
bit
ba ako?
more of a. You look at the coach
hindi
IGL
ko alam.
duo
Boss
Nero.
Nero. Tapos
Just
magloloto
one or
tayo
the
mamaya.
other in its own right, and also it
Hindi na, di na
depends
tayo
on
abot
teams.
yan.
Different types of
Kagawa ng
teams,
oras
need
na.
different types of coaches.
Ano pa yan?
Different coaches for different folks. There we go. That's how it
Ay
says.
go!
Hima's got the opening kill.
Ah,
Nangyari?
my God.
Wonderful has to hit
Niloloko
the
mo
shot.
kasi si Diyos.
And he will.
Makulit ka,
Ano ba
kupal
sila-
ka.
Strong start here for Navi. No funny
Bulig
business.
ka, boy.
Coming out of the timeout. Bomb plant, not bad for G2. How much can they get out of this?
Ay, LBB na lang. Laro na lang.
Goldburn pa lang ngayon.
Kill from Hunter. He actually
Dahil na
found his
perang
crosshair on his
dahil na-
fourth
Pero
target,
para mo
but
nalusutan.
quite take Wonderful down.
Lang, inisip ko lang yung sarili ko.
Nag-crossover siya. Step back, fade away. Dunk.
Ay, boss, di na ako lalaro. Mag-inom muna ako.
Pinablo niya lahat, oh. Sabi, inom muna.
Alas 9 pa lang pala. Arawan.
Ang tiris pala yung cup.
IL. Kala mo may arit eh. Oy. Hindi ba ka-play?
LBB na lang ako.
Sendo, mag-RBB ka nga ba, Sendo?
Wala yan. Lumabas si Bosendo. Ako may gamit nito.
Sino itong nasa ano? IL.
Pinapano niya? Pinapa-token. Sige sabi.
Manyort, may PO ka, Manyort?
Meron, boss.
Ah, sis, party tayo.
Naka-ano to, may bugs na evasive. Tsaka ano.
Magsali kami dyan, ano, PT nyo.
Lagi, huwag mo ipakap yan, Boss Neo.
Taga-BL.
Kagalit sa FS yan.
DA kasi. Pinapahilot ba yung ulo ko?
Hindi pwede kay Boss Nero tong roller na to. Anim yung
Mag-register ka na, boss Nero, baka makalimutan mo.
Ay, tama pala. Register pala.
Blue.
Yeah, blue time, blue. Tsaka, salim ako.
Wala tayong FS.
Eh, hindi. Tang-in, duel to eh. Tarantado. Ano labang ko? Ay, gago ka. Wala akong buffs. Angkil ka sa mukha. Tangin na
Blue ko, blue.
Yo, what a
Cancel.
welcome back. We're in the knife round here
Cancel.
as we are
Uy,
looking down
Woodal,
the barrel of this
oh.
third
Yun
map,
ako.
of course. Knife
Ano,
super
kaya ba?
serious, gonna have to be
Tubig
taken.
yan,
We'll see which way it goes. We've got no X-ray on for this as well. It's
Tanong muna
intense.
sila.
Yeah, it's bloody. It's
POV.
knives out, man. It could be big.
Nothing,
It
it's
could
based on
be
London.
very big.
POV
indeed.
simulator.
All right. unlucky for
Uncle.
London, and
Apple
unlucky
jab.
for FaZe, it would seem, as
Cancel.
FaZe able to take that knife round. We'll see what they can do with it. But a very up and down kind of series here. Both teams netting their map picks, but against the odds. And really, I think just some disappointment across the board from both squads, and really showing as we hit this narrative of like FaZe. You expect big things from them, but Pain also have had a really shaky start to this year, and maybe beyond actually for Pain into last year as well. And you can kind of see why, you know, just total disappearance from them as it went to the tail end of regulation into the overtime. There was not a lot on offer
I know, kaya pa.
from Pain in the end.
Yeah, you kind of just have to say you tore that tail end for them, just severely underwhelming. Which is weird
Naman yun.
now on this
Wala tayong
slight
FS.
handshake of a
Boss.
third map beside her.
Ako boss, Epes ako boss, Alya.
Blue.
Anong kulay kayo, boss?
Doon na lang tayo mag-PT sa loob.
4 out of 5 on the
Blue.
board. I think Harrigan was really kind of the bottom
Ako boss,
end in
Epes ako.
terms of the
Wala akong
flagging
ano,
department.
team.
Everyone else had a
PT na
really
lang.
decent showing.
Hindi, meron
I think.
dito.
So,
Boss.
let's
Ay,
see
meron
what they
yata
have.
ako.
Saan ba
masaya
kayo,
yun,
boss?
Back in the night.
Panto
Masaya yung
ba?
RBB. Maghiwalay-hiwalay, boss.
Ay, walay. Okay, sige.
Na yung
Maganda yung RBB paghiwalay kasi may mga portal eh.
may mga portal.
Oo na, kupal. Paano
Okay,
mo
Marcos,
sabi?
ayun tayo.
Boss Tino, doon kayo sa baba ng PT mo.
Uwan
ha?
tayo.
Ay boss, Epes ako boss, Epes. Sino ano sa blue?
Side. I think they've made the smart choice of going
Ako,
CT
Jay.
here and hoping they can
Sige, sige.
build some really solid foundations.
Taga-BL o taga-BL?
Ano ba, masaya yung talisman ko sa inyo ha.
Waiting. As is Frozen.
Hindi kayo
Who's going to
magtapa.
go wide
Kung bahala
first?
si AJ,
Will
papakita
be
kita.
Frozen and he wins out the fight. Could be a pretty big one, to be honest with you. The bomb deciding
Baka
what
wala
it
kang
wants to
ticket,
do, and it
Busnero,
will
ah.
actually join where there's already been
Meron.
blood spilled.
Pasok
Oh,
lang kayo
just
ng
around
pasok ng
plant.
portal, maganda.
The next goal as they maybe try and get out the palace here. I don't know. The setup for the CT
Nice work.
side is pretty unorthodox. They're ready for something in towards ramp, maybe a footstep heard, or maybe just making sense. Frozen can't get the kill, but he confirms the location of these Julies. We do have to be careful of them now. Bomb going to go down. In this 4-on-3 situation, it's definitely not secure just yet.
You see, given the luxury of a
Asa ba
reload,
kayo?
nice shot as well from Pariah.
Gago,
Here's the
maganda.
steps on a second. And he'll hit the shot
Wait
as well. He
lang,
gets
Tol.
support of VSM to
Pupunta ako
clothesline
dyan, Tol.
Brokey.
Magantay
And it's
naman
out
kayo.
all
Subukan na
on
lang natin,
Carrigan.
Tol.
What a recovery from Payne. How have they actually
Paano mo ang
walking
laki
away
ang
of that
puta?
round? The opening
Ay, matapang
double
ang
over the
puta.
way of FaZe.
Taka na, takot
Off
ka
the
sa
back of
APC eh.
Frozen.
Duruan kita dyan eh.
Sa akin. Ol, punta ako dyan, Ol.
I was trying to hide a yawn. I missed it.
So good. He was like
Yeah,
doing
bang, no.
the classic, like
bang.
laugh and then
Nah,
lock
no,
in.
naman sa
That's what
APs.
VSM did. It was
He's a funny guy, man.
Kill.
Playing it up for the camera.
I don't know
Yes,
if we
mama.
can replay the laugh lock in, but
like
that's
the-
kind of how.
Naman yung sana yung ano mo,
That's how this
Glacier.
round felt. It was a little bit of a laugh
Dito
at
sa akin.
the start there for Pay, and they
Gamit ko.
locked in.
Yung
And
TG mo,
all
saan yung
kills
TG
come in a
mo?
matter of seconds. And,
Binili
Basag na.
ni, ano, ni
yeah,
Ken.
nothing really.
Kalupa.
Ay, kala ko
Kalupa,
Unfortunate
nabili
for
ni
Carrigan on
Kalupa.
that tail end.
Ah,
I just can't
yun na yun.
believe that.
Tapos pinitik namin, binili niya, ano.
boss lang ah.
Boss,
Yeah, it's tough, man. I could definitely see it brewing in my
Secret.
mind's eye. You know, when
Ganda
I
yun,
came
ah.
across you in the 4-on-3, I could definitely see it.
Tingnan ko
happening.
nga, tingnan ko.
TG. Pag makapag-plus na
It's
ka ng
difficult.
TG,
It's very
tangina,
difficult.
wala
I
na.
think, you know,
Oh,
facing
Slayer
Yun,
Blade,
yun,
gago.
Katry nga. Katry nga ako niyan, kung makapatay.
Long streaks from both
Slayer
sides,
Blade tsaka
comebacks
TG.
from FaZe more
So ngayon
often
sa akin,
than not
Boss Nero,
is what
gamitin mo.
gets it done.
Walang ganit yun eh.
That is something you just
Gago,
can't
start
rely
na, di ako
on.
naka-reg.
Surely there will be a
Ano,
man
Green tayo,
who's
pasok
gonna
green,
get
pasok
rolled
green,
over
pasok
VSM
green.
to peek out and find the
Green
first.
battle.
Ano yung PT ko?
tara, green.
Ay, hindi. Ano, bukas.
Over here.
Mas pa ako meeting ko.
Wild.
Boss,
Nasa ka na, boss, Nero?
They try and move up short.
Asan ka ba?
Kills are coming for
Ito,
big
nasa
Sam.
green
Right,
pati.
Junior takes one down.
Puta,
It's-
dito.
Lagi ka na,
He's
boss
gonna get it
Mantroy ako.
fully
Angas
flawless.
ng paborito
Erickson.
ng Marker. Angas ng paborito ng
Mantroy,
Marker.
nasa green kami, Mantroy.
Sali, sali, sali.
Boss, Mantroy, pasok ka
Just
ng
make
green
sure
eh.
that that round is
Dito, Mantroy, pasok ka ng green.
Green?
decimated.
Utang na lang dito agad si Pakap, upal. Sali.
O, sige, ito,
The kind of rounds you want to be seeing.
Ay, gago.
Sali ako, Mantroy. Teka lang, sali. Ang bagal ni Mantroy, oh. Patay yan.
Son, dali mo tong MC, Son. Dali mo tong MC. Ito, MC.
Takbo, takbo.
Ay,
Ito.
ayaw.
Puta ko. BM ako ba? BM ako, pre.
Teka lang, tarantado. Hindi, habol na nga tayo, BA, oh.
BM ako.
Ang dami, gago.
Sige ba na?
Ayaw niya.
Spanyol, banatan natin sa Spanyol. Kaya, dito man niya full. Ito. One.
Ang ingay ang puta.
Pasok green, yung PT ko, pasok green, PT ko.
Gusto niya daw, lipat ka.
Yes, he can collect the bomb, but he's got a 1v4.
Kasi, ay, wag ka man ba to?
Green.
Akala ko, ano.
Pasok rin, Boss Nero, bili, may image ako.
Boss, boss.
Or
Boss,
vocal
boss,
using
video
your
ko.
hands
Pasok
to
yan,
speak.
tagal.
That's how you know it's
Saan
serious.
na ba yung kabarko?
BA mo nga ako, Jay. One time lang, Jay.
O, sige, bigay kita. Makapatay na yan.
Into things, though, it's
Mm,
looking
basta-
Mantroy, bigay ko yan.
very, very tough
Nakadayo
indeed.
na ba to?
Rifles
Ano ka,
out.
hindi pwede.
This is often where things can level out, though.
Naman, York.
as the
Banata ko
real
naman, York.
Counter-Strike gets
Cool.
going.
Okay, pasok.
Well, we're going to find out. Pain looking really
Ang
good.
ina, sino mo ka?
If it continues, it could be a quick third map.
Dito sa likod, oh. One. Up.
Towards mid.
Oh, kinakaya si Bustiro tsaka si Matroy.
Works favorably
Takbo na
for FaZe.
takbo.
Twists
Oh,
and ways
kinakaya.
to trade
Atras!
positively for the T side.
atras.
Take mid control.
Eh, matapang kami.
Start
Eh,
this
mates,
round
mga
off with
baliw.
4 versus 3.
Dikit.
There's nobody B. Briar has relinquished this control. FaZe about to walk into a Baron bomb site. Pariah might get a move in under though.
I don't think they heard the crunch, so he could get some ridiculous timing. Obviously, going to hear them bursting forwards, and I think he's missed the window, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he has as well.
Maybe if a player peeks out, though, this will get them interested. The rotation's now coming around. Pryor in a good spot. Can he get the next? Oh, yes, he can. That's so clean on the left eye as well.
8-0.
So clean. He looks set to continue. Can he make it? 10 is maybe what he's saying in the back of his mind here. Meanwhile, the teammate's going to look to join him. Lots and lots of utility available, actually. NQZ looking to place this well, clear out some angles. They're all very split is the problem, so you're going to have to win some one-on-ones. So far, so good. Carrigan doesn't quite know where the player is, but he does get the info late. Cannot make it happen. NQZ takes him down. And it's a 50-50 crunch situation going the way of Pain. Pariah Jr., what a savior.
Yeah, I think you sees off the round, but the praise has to go to Pariah. What a showing from him. That second shot is just immaculate. Crosshair placement is second to none, and it honestly buys them an entry back into it. I don't think, without that second kill, I don't think they even properly give this one a look in. They maybe play proactive X's, but he gives them a pathway back in. Great work, and NQZ just making sure at the tail end. Pain continue flawless. This CT side looking good, as it did in regulation on Dust 2. It was never the CT sides we were worried about with Pain. This is great, and FaZe squandering opportunities once again. They should have seen that round out.
Yeah, they absolutely know it. I mean, it's something in a fatiguing series that you're going to have to try and minimize those rounds. So difficult to deal with. Only on the stairs. We'll force some fallback as the utility usage from FaZe in this round does feel kind of curious. You know, the one smoke at jungle, but it's quite a wide smoke, as it were. And then some utility to force them into difficult spots. They'll get smoked off at ramp. NQZ is just begging them to come pushing this smoke. Not going to be the case. It's more Palace where the main move comes in. NQZ drops his position and therefore can't stop them rolling forwards. But it's Big Uzera with an open channel here, looking to find a multi-frag moment. He will. 3 for him. The rest of the team able to work around him. And again, a super clean round. So just one round so far that's felt like a contest, felt like a potential FaZe round. That's it.
It's really good to see for Pain that they've completely kind of shrugged off the tail end of that map too. It's very easy for that to still linger in your mind and you to kind of either be a bit dejected or tilted, but they've just brushed it aside completely. 5-0. The Brazilian roster who are loving life in towards Mirage. And we said this was a handshake, but maybe not in terms of like both loving it. They play it a decent amount, but to somewhat limited success, 40% across the board. Pain looking good. They've definitely shored this one up in the pool, at least for now. It's a lower buy as it dives out towards A, but a break on the smoke. NQZ was ready and raring, and he'll net one. Spam is close. NQZ's there again with that orb, and a jump in towards stairs will cost them their life. That is lovely from Pain, making sure it is, for the most part, effortless.
Building up a lot of finances, building up a lot of good feelings here, I would have thought. Looking to just keep that going. You know, we've seen these guys with some pretty good smiles on their face. They've got a bit of intensity. They've got a bit of happiness rolling around. Some joyful characters. Sometimes need to catch themselves when FaZe start that comeback train. But surely for a third map in a row, if FaZe are going to start the comeback again, it's like as soon as they win a round, you're like, right, timeout.
Yeah.
Remember what happened. Let's just try and keep our heads on straight here. Easier said than done against the likes of FaZe, I suppose.
It's true. I think for Pain, it just, you know, into every single round, you're looking at someone like actually kind of the more sort of older players in the team, VSM's your biggest errors. I mean, especially biggest error. So much experience, but you look into him to just continue saying, don't get comfortable. Don't allow them any opportunity. A lot of retake utility scattered in towards the spawn. A dive in towards short by VSM on the edge of that smoke. Wasn't the first, but a quick trade by Brokey keeps the numbers level. But it's good information gathered by VSM nonetheless. Oh, that's a missed, labored spray by Jacob. Down he goes. Same can't be said for Frozen. Nice find.
More required on this contact move if he is to make us believe in the round. Pariah Jr. mollied forwards. You know he's there. They will take the fight cleanly against him as well. Biguzera bested. It's not even Frozen that's required. It's the fast approach towards Connector that makes the difference. A little back of the heel spot, but NQZ trying to find an easier fight. Takes the bomb planter. Flash over the top. They're giving him full respect here. No real reface coming in. He knows there's one at Tetris. It's this other player he's not quite sure of.
Get out.
Frozen's done well there to just eliminate the fight completely. Force NQZ further and further and further away from that bomb. Can he get this kill at ramp? And then he's got a real brief window to get the next. Carrigan not actually watching him. Lets him cross in. Tap onto the bomb. Carrigan, though, playing this pretty well. Takes it slow and makes sure to find that frag.
Yeah, counts down at his head well, Carrigan there, just making sure. He kind of had to stick it as well. That was the issue with it. Not to be. Finally a round on the board for FaZe. A lot of which you could argue that kill from Frozen gives them nice space to work with. And the reposition was actually really good as too. It just drags NQZ away from the site and it just kills so much of the clock he was trying to utilize. Small things that compile. First on the board, finally. Well, the T side, but they're hoping for the first of many. Just to shore up a little bit of this T side, have something to fall back on. We're at 8-4 halves for both of our maps 1 and 2. Honestly, kind of getting 4 rounds towards the tail end wouldn't be the a terrible thing for FaZe, to be honest.
No, that is for damn certain. And definitely feeling tested. Not quite as confident with the early round. Just letting the action come to them a bit more. FaZe going to make plenty of noise in towards middle here. Got that smoke set up to seemingly go up short. They have other ideas with Frozen again finding space at ramp. Eliminates Biguzera. The move up connector now looks pretty confident. Yeah. Shots landing. VSM good for one. Oh, does get taken down eventually. The team's fallen down around him though. So not looking likely. Pariah Jr. eliminates a couple. Wait a minute. Might give this a look. There's cash available. They'll definitely be buying into the next round, so why not give it a try? There is an AWP available there for him to pick up if he wants. And he's kind of thinking about that, I think, with no kill coming in here. He's like, there is an AWP there, there is an AWP there. Just going to drop away. Second round for FaZe.
Pariah continues to be such a threat, though. His 10th kill. In 8 rounds played, but FaZe are putting back-to-back rounds on the board, which is good for them. The buy around will be pretty easy for Pain. It's only Snow who needs to drop over. Pariah can feasibly do, pretty simply. He's got about 5k in the back pocket for him with that AWP saved over, but nice work. VSM, he was kind of the last line of defense when he gets tagged out to 3 points of HP and then dead in the smoke. Not, unfortunately, loads you can do in a spot like that. FaZe gonna call for a timeout. Moment to discuss. Not even too much being said here. Hi, Carrigan. For FaZe, they realize they're in a pretty commanding position with those 2 rounds. They know they're finally putting pressure on towards Pain, and they're finally finding gaps as well. A lot of which feels like it comes off the back of Frozen. This space he's taken towards A is being so important.
Yeah, most certainly. But it has to keep coming. This is the problem, you know? It has to keep delivering, and I just don't know that that's going to be the case when Pain are able to readjust. Once again, FaZe with a slow start. They have yet to be massively punished for that, to be honest. You know, making it to 2 overtimes after slow starts 1, which you win. Feels like Pain not doing quite a good enough job of cleaning up. But hopefully this time, as we've said a couple times now, they're able to realize that and they're able to come back into things.
Oh, spam both sides. That somehow they both evade. Jacob also just about evades the HE. That feels like it blows up right at his feet. Just tucked on the wall. Any serious damage. Snow. He says that ramp smoke is starting to fade to reposition, but he'll replenish. Keep phase slowed down. Ramp is where they've been getting a lot of luxury in these last couple of rounds won, so there's a real priority put on it now by Pain, which is a nice little adjustment by them.
Yeah, Frozen can't be up to his usual shenanigans. Smoke is going to dissipate here, though. Oh, Flash comes in. It's not good enough. Frozen, really the master of ramp at the moment. Despite what they throw at him, he is still able to get that opening kill. That all-important kill, potentially. Another burst up connector. Jacob already in a good spot. Trades come thick and fast. The AWP locked in over at the toll booth, left incredibly low. Molly surely has to find him. However, it does burst a little awkwardly. He still gets taken down. FaZe looking really good. Great move from them, and it's that C word, that conditioning. Frozen using it to perfection. Knows that ramp is just the most obvious patch for Pain, and he plays it brilliantly.
Yeah. I love the little pause call made as well. Especially after that second smoke that's thrown by Snow. Very easy in spots like that for teams to sort of cancel and look elsewhere, but they hold him waiting. Hashton napping. Pariah with the AWP. Catch one, looking for a second. He'll take a tag. He's be very fortunate to stay alive at the end here. More than able to see him off. Brokey trying to barrel down his position and a drive-by PT50. Well, nothing saved, nothing gained for Pain. And look where we are now. It's FaZe who are very quickly closing the gap and actually making something of this first half. And considering the 6-0 start for Pain, I didn't really think that was going to be a possibility, but they've got a decent kind of runway to work with now. There will be, you know, a buyback in place, but it's not going to be a super fantastic one for Biggest Error and Snow in a bit of an awkward financial spot. So maybe just MP9s for them if they want a bit of armor and utility.
It feels like as well, this Pain side oftentimes take, maybe not every single timeout, but most of the timeouts feel like they come when they're in like dire financial straits.
Yeah.
I worry that some of these timeouts are just being spent talking about what we're going to do guns-wise, and, you know, you get this, and can you drop me that, and whatever, just because it takes a bit more talking.
Yeah.
Rather than going over what appears to be a problem, what adjustments they can make. Maybe it's half and half if I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I do worry slightly that the timeouts are not quite as valuable as they potentially could be, and thus FaZe, are they going to be tested again into this round?
Because Era's got to trust the MP7. We got a chance to, I'm right in saying, was it speak to NQZ at IM Krakow? And he was saying, so, yeah. Because Era's one of the best MP7 users he's seen at the pro level. So,
well,
he's also one of the few people who'd been using it for a while prior to the buff. It's a weapon, while it seems like a lesser investment for him, he's actually more than happy to use it.
Minute gone here, and we've not really moved anywhere on either side. Re-smoke of the window. Try and feign some mid presence, and you see Twist here making a move by himself, having a rough one. 2 and 8, and well, not quick enough. NQZ flicks up to take him down. Meanwhile, the B hit coming in here. They were hoping Twist would be enough of a distraction. Is that going to be the case? It seems. Maybe not. Pariah Jr. still over at Get Right, able to hold for one, looking for a bit more. He runs out of ammo, but so well placed there. Meanwhile, rotation's going to start rolling in. Bomb does go down. Molotov forces Frozen out into the open. Brokey can't pull off one of those crazy clutches. And it will be Pain back on the board after a little brief hiatus.
Yeah, it looked like he actually somehow stays alive longer than he probably should have there, Brokey, at that end, but with the one kill to find. So Pain will guarantee a lead at the move in towards the second half, which is a positive thing to find, especially on that CT side, and this being Mirage, which we know has that CT lean. And for FaZe on the flip side as well, how do they react after their momentum's cut short and they're finally forced back into this back and forth a little bit? As we've seen for both of these sides throughout this series, it's so streaky. I think the worry for FaZe is potentially if Pain streak the last couple of rounds in their favor. Put you in an awful spot. I mean, if you lose this one, FaZe, you're actually in trouble for round number 12. This is the last of your finances brought here. And despite the 3 rounds in a row that you end up getting, it did come at quite a cost, which has always chipped at the economy. Maybe going to be an air of caution for the penultimate of the half.
Certainly, again, feels that way. You know, been a slow-going kind of round, some early utility out. But one of the big things Pain have maybe changed up is that they're just not looking at mid at all. Really nice adjustment from them here as well in the fact that FaZe have loved going for these connector bursts. And, well, they've got a man in the con. They've also got 4 on A ready to go at a moment's notice. Frozen dealt with, goodness gracious, a clinic in on the A-bomb site and so well read that FaZe would go back to their tried and true A hits. Very well set up.
That's a lot more like it for Pain. Those back-to-back rounds, and especially the dominance at which they find that round too, massively helps their scenario, their situation. A Pom-Pom might have allowed FaZe to squeeze out a nice true buy-in towards this final of the half, but as you can see, without it, and with only the one consolation kill, it is far from good enough. Triple Deagle. Double Tech 9. They've at least got a fair amount of utility.
It's true.
I mean, I wouldn't actually have minded like a hero rifle here.
Yeah, just one to help the cause, but we'll see.
Whose hands do you put it in? Frozen, I guess? I mean, no one's really having a barn burner of a map is the only issue, right? So
no one's feeling good enough to be like, actually, can I get an AK? You know, I don't think anyone's necessarily brave enough to ask.
We've had 8-4 in all 4 of our regulation halves so far. So I think it's just in the air today. I think maybe this is the 4th for FaZe.
I think it might break the trend. Right, Junior.
A 1 DK from Jacob will stop it. Just you wait.
Lives for now. Teammate coming in.
Oh.
He's able to take the first. Looking for a little more here. And, well, we've got VSM spraying down. The AWP just kind of needs to stay alive at this point. NQZ comes in with his AWP. Carrigan, good for 1, but that is all. It's going to be down to Brokey. Up against 4. Does not happen.
Trend
and the
broken.
trend is a broken. The smell of 9-3 at the tail end of that half. We're going to find out here if things continue on for Pain. FaZe looking out of energy once again. Dejected faces over there. And we'll see if the Counter-Strike is able to deliver in the same way it has all series, or if it is the end of the road in this series for FaZe.
Welcome back in. That is a stunner of a showing from Pain in the first half there. Their CT looking electric as they put 9 on the board. And now it's over to FaZe to respond. We critiqued the Pain T sides on Dust 2. So there's still an air of caution floating around about whether Pain are going to fall back into the same problems there and then. But we'll wait and see. They're going to dive in towards the B side. Only one man to meet them. It's the IGL, it's Karrigan, who's there to try and hold down the fort. He has a bit of support from short, but he's got to hit at least a couple of these shots. Frozen will find one through the smoke, but backside, down goes Karrigan. Frozen answers with another through that smoke as they're still causing problems, but it's a 3 versus 3, and the bomb goes down, and a triple rotate through that short smoke as they dive on through. This could be a bloodbath, but Frozen puts up another on the board. The P250 not cleared. It's all on Big Azera to bail them out here. A 1 versus 2, and he can't get anything. FaZe just about start well.
Yeah, that is close. 1 or 2 more well-placed bullets, right? Couple low players, etc. Really, really quite challenging to figure out. Does not happen for Pain. So time will tell here if FaZe can mount another comeback or not. It starts off well. It starts off lucky with Frozen through that smoke. I'm very curious now. We do have buy from Pain. They get the bomb down. NQZ having an AK dropped across. He's got a full belt of utility as well. At the sacrifice of VSM. Then he becomes, but it might have been Briar actually. There's 2 players without armor and 2 AKs indeed. Snow making 1 work.
Might drop
really
it over
could
now.
Go either way.
Well, actually.
No, yeah, those 2 players just
there's
don't
no
have
two,
armor.
Yeah, there's on 2 dropping over to.
Yeah.
Pariah on a Deagle though is as good. Well, no, there you go. He's going to drop it. Yeah, so 100 HP VSM is probably, it's better than an 11 HP armor. And then VSM now has to take a little bit of like a more entry role where NQZ becomes a supporting element rather than vice versa. It is worth saying though, Pariah on a Deagle is as good.
Yeah.
As a kind of maybe like the
with
equivalent of like,
users.
yeah, it's like, it's sort of the equivalent in my mind of like an AK half armor is Pariah on a Deagle, as we saw in Towards Nuke. But it has been a hot minute since then. It's a very good map, though. His Dust 2 was pretty underwhelming and large in part on that C side as well.
Slow creep towards A here after their first kill, looking to go for a conventional A execute. A lot of M4s over on the FaZe Clan side. No flashes, no kit is kind of the big thing when you're looking at a retake here. Smoke will go down to slow them, though. I do like that smoke usage. Pretty clever. Can they work around it here on the T side of things? Well, the answer is yes. It's Briar Jr. on the Deagle to find 2, but a flurry of frags. It's VSM in all the carnage to find that all-important kill.
Mog them, my king. Mog them. That is it. Androgenic, or whatever his name is, and Clavicula will be proud.
Of course. God, the worst timeline, the less said about them. I can't stand them. Cannot stand them. They're also just not nice people.
Are they not?
No,
No?
really not nice people when you watch like the clips and stuff.
I just see them mogging. And one of them bolding.
Yeah. Happens
to the best of us. But not for VSM. What a round from him. A dive in towards ramp. Potentially around this corner. No. He fumbles a chance there, and actually Jacobs 5-7 going to deliver on one himself. These force bite rounds can be precarious if not played properly, and Big Azera does receive a little dink, a love tap from short.
The key thing is it's the bomb that gets dropped.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of info over the CT side. They're doing well here. I like the fact that, you know, man advantage plus a dink. Actually not going to try and hold the bomb. So Pain are going to get that back, but can they actually do anything with it, I suppose? Is the question. Anyone going to pick up the bomb? VSM maybe in a moment. Big Azera, good timing find from him onto Karrigan.
B's open.
Oh, the flash comes in. VSM.
Unnecessary.
Huh. I feel like he had a really good angle there to, you know, spot and do some damage before they peeked into him. But I think he's maybe on the level of like, look at me, you know, like trying to distract away from this B play that's going on right now.
Because Air is actually in a pretty decent spot, though. Bomb planted. Because Air up close, he's going to be really caught by this flash. He should be dead to rights, but a response of a flash on the T side. Pariah will keep him in the conversation. A little swift backflip. But it's FaZe who recover off the back of twists for 2. And they will lose to the Force buy. FaZe aren't done just yet.
Well, the madness may well be set to continue here. As FaZe just looking absolutely fantastic, given the chance on these low-buy guns, getting aggressive, getting in the face. This is VSM though, you know what I mean? He could have shot some toes off and got traded, maybe.
It just feels so unnecessary.
It's a wild move.
Yeah, it's a wrong read of that situation for sure.
And I think it's the AK they end up using.
No, it is.
To get the kills in the end. So
it's the red and white one. I forget its name now.
Whoopsie daisy.
Snow. Nice swing. Nice find. Instant response. Brocute, a fantastic map number 2, is nowhere to be seen really here. He started, I think it was 0-6 for him, and it's not really got much better. Snow will swing back in. NQC for 2 in quick succession. Oh, the Force buy wars are very prevalent here, it seems. It's Karrigan left in a 1 versus 3. We kind of assumed we'd be in for a wild map number 3, but this one is all over the shop.
Karrigan is on the wrong side of the map. So, round is over for my money.
He can wrap mid, get a gun, maybe.
Yeah. But I think he will look for that and then just save.
Yeah,
there's no hope of him getting back into this one.
Yeah, no kit, no chance.
Really cheesy move from Pain that they like going for is getting that first spawn out middle before the smoke lands and just catching the window player off guard. Something that's actually caught FaZe twice now.
Oh, he's having a nap.
Yeah.
Me.
Kind of valid. Oh, screenshot.
Screenshot. Just saving that one. Like that image. That's the
me when CTs are saving or whatever, you know, I'm dead.
That's the new background for the PC. Will he get a gun? I don't know.
A scout for Wonderful, maybe a Mac 10 for Alexi, depending on what the call is. But the problematic thing is, okay, this buy isn't going to be great, and
I feel like it puts a timer. Like you won't have a full round to play with and work the map. You have to come to your finishing move just a lot quicker. So like, it makes your opening move have to have a little bit more impact.
that's a lot of utility usually too early on lower B on mid. They don't find any kills for it.
I didn't find any damage.
That gives information to Navi. All right, it's safer to take Cat now. The HEs have been spent for the most part.
Okay, some defensive smoke on short. Once again, Navi look like they're just going to fall back into a B hit.
And Sampayas feels like in this half, he's slowly turning to Jason's favorite character, Cream Pius.
There we go. That's the one.
I was wondering where we were going there.
I think Cream Pius does a lot of good work. Big fan of what he creates.
A nickname or a suggestion?
An eternal question that I had never asked until just this moment.
Or begging. Mobs around the back. Here's the flank.
Bit late on it.
Yeah, a little bit, but still got some bullets into the back.
Oh, come on now. You know, you just need one. You just need one. Sampayas needs one.
Yeah, well, Heavy God got two. So it gives
Just get one.
Pius some space and some time, and he can't get a frag on the defense. Makes you want to kick your leg in the air and just be all sad, because right now this is G2 suddenly finding a way back into it though. Mikaze in the post plant up at the window. They're trying to get back in here. Mikaze, can he pull this off? It's going to be very tough to see a world in which he wins this now.
Impossible. Impossible, Dinko. He'd have to hit every shot. The first does connect, but nice trade from Mattis. And we will see that gap continue to close.
I think Hima just wanting to help a bit, Should have just left him, you know, whether he gets a kill or just dies, and played with Makazi in the 2v3, right? He's trying to put some pressure, draw attention to himself so Bit could play and maybe do something.
Let's try.
If it was like Pokemon, you had to choose your AWPer, right?
Yep.
And it was Sunpius and Ultimate. And the Pokemon you choose has to win a 1v2 to save your life.
Ultimate.
Sunpius.
Interesting.
I can't pick Ultimate for anything, honestly.
Yes, you can.
I can.
What player to be removed from Liquid?
For no one else.
Okay, that's door number C.
You guys are mean. Bonk.
Ima finds an opening onto Mattis, who was aggressive against pistols in B tunnels.
I'm curious what Alexi... Like, look at what Alexi's working with right now. Look at the ingredients left for his call. You've got rifles, you've got Makaze, he's alive and he's good. Ime as well, 17 frags each. Surely you want to try and get those rifles set up to succeed, but how when you've got two smokes and 2 flashes?
Well, this is good now because the smoke short lets them know that there's no short presence from the CTs, so they should have probably smoked mid to get to short.
Oh, nice flashbang. Pops perfectly, so they've used one of their flashes to find a nice kill. You get the info off the jump spot. Wonderful, playing a very dangerous game. He hasn't been able to convert onto Malbs. Bit awkward, bit cringe, if you ask me.
Oh, speaking of...
And bit out long as well, so now they're just trying to connect with him through short. Both of the CTs are towards that B bomb site. Malbs is low HP.
Imad's got the rotation cut off, they win the round. He's actually not going for the... Like, he's not trying to hold Xbox, or is he? He's just worried about the potential pivot through B. Tons, and he's expecting to hear them.
He doesn't want to get in a direct fight because they know where he is.
And he knows he'll hear them if they're like jumping up the box.
Yes. Or he'll find a timing to check.
Or he'll catch a timing to check, okay.
It's moving now, so he'll be able to trap them in CT spawn. Sunpius leading the way up the ramp. Malbs with his AWP doesn't really want to be committed, but you need Sunpius to get this kill. It's not going to happen. Now Malbs needs to back away, but Ima's already got him trapped. And they're going to lose the AWP. They're going to lose it all.
Not if Malbs has anything to say about it.
Oh, he's losing.
The bomb is going to get him, though. 9 HP. Just don't give them the satisfaction. Boop.
Alexi's gone down as well, but no big deal. Money on the Na'Vi side to rebuy. That's of all the rounds for Na'Vi to win. That one, I mean, not just because of the weaponry and the utility, but just like I feel like they didn't do anything. I think this was like the first round. They've been opening all these rounds really slow, and this was the first time I think G2 got aggressive into them in any significant way.
But why?
And I know that's
round. Why are you pushing B tunnels at 135? Like,
I'm with you.
There's Brave and then there's Stupid. I'll let Twitch chat decide which one that was.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Because I think now G2, this was looking like a good CT side again, and I think that just kind of fizzles it out. Now it's like you got no more mistakes. And for how slow Na'Vi is playing, for G2 to be the ones with utility problems, it's like good luck in the late round.
Matos going down to Bit, who just peeked out long and found success again. Here comes Makaze through short. Oh, a chance there. Malbs will win that fight. In fact, he gets the follow-up too. If it wasn't for Malbs, this round would be completely off already for G2. Heavy Guard pushing through the tunnels. This is for the close. Na'Vi have got 2 players at long and Wonderful creeping up short.
He gets another one.
That's a nice
in the steps in the mid too. Wonderful goes back. Oh, it's perfect. Because Heavy Guard was looking towards top middle, leaving Sunpius in a 1v3.
All right, well, Sunpius pickers get excited. Here we go.
Hey, you asked for a 1v2, not 1v3.
Yeah, it's asking too much. You're right.
Oh, yeah. How convenient.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Wrap this one up, Dinko.
Right. Well, Na'Vi G2. We came into this game thinking it might be close, but Na'Vi starts so strong. G2 couldn't catch a break in the first half at all. So many post plans leading to absolute failure. And now they're all in a clutch that you know he won't win. But he will just run around and throw his guns and give us a good go. waste a little bit more time. But eventually, Nades will come in. He will be slowed and dropped, as we all know was going to happen. At 13-7, Na'Vi close out versus G2. We'll go to Mirage. We'll see if G2 can bounce back. They need a massive turnaround. Otherwise, they're going to get a little embarrassed today on the server.
Barcelona.
One, two.
No, only one smoke, guys, on B.
One more. Go back, go back. I'm going back.
No, I have it. KB.
How many?
I'm playing big or.
Short swing. Short swing.
Get short. Igor, take long. I smoke.
More.
Guys, I go to slope. I crossed. I did cross smoke.
Cross, rain.
I crossed. Planting.
One is 50 HP, guys.
I flash up over ramp.
Flash.
Yes, good.
Flash. I'm holding rain.
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 One.
Right.
Nice, guys. Six.
Line me.
Where is your
One guy jump.
B? Close.
B going through.
One is still short,
B
guys.
more.
Short, yes.
Mid one.
B out, guys.
Yeah.
I'm mid. I can flash quad, Miha.
Okay, wait. Just wait a bit more.
And lower. Lower one, guys. What the fuck? Or tunnels.
Can you still flash mid or no?
Yes, I can.
Get window, RPK. Hold window.
HE.
Yes.
Guys, I'm rolling his
Nice. Molly tunnels. He's shot there.
Molly tunnel.
Miha, I'm going out for you.
Go to those, guys.
Xbox. Tunnels.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, boy.
Nice. Big double HE car, guys. Nice fishing.
Сука, is that what?
Get B.
B.
One is mid. Nice, one mid.
One more.
Nice.
Sick.
Sick, bro. We fucking...
What the fuck? How they are 5 there with this smoke, guys? TT.
I'll be planting mid. Most likely B.
I'll be. Two B.
One more
tunnel.
One more tunnel. My tunnels.
Wait, I pick mid.
I'm only them. Come pick. That one. Xbox one. He crossed.
Guys, I got tunnels.
I'm putting pressure. Planting default. Bomb is coming late. He's planting.
Nema, I will jump tunnel already.
Okay. And you need to kill. Be ready on B.
I am.
I'll jump like an animal. Ready?
Yep.
Wait. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Car. Xbox.
Nice, guys.
There's no way he saw me, bro. What was this spam?
understatement to say that that wasn't the way G2 wanted to start the series, because now we move on to Na'Vi's map pick. A little bit different from last time around at PGL. They're going with Mirage this time for Na'Vi. Makes sense for you?
Yeah, switching it up. I don't know what makes sense anymore, Freya, but Na'Vi historically very good on Mirage. They had a period towards the end of last year where they got really good on it again, but this year it hasn't been as hot. G2 pick it themselves sometimes. I think this is more Blade just looking at how G2 plays and thinking our style will match up well against their style.
Well, fingers crossed for the side of Na'Vi. If you G2 though, what is the CT side saying? That's where they're going to be starting. Do you want to click on a Telestrator and place the players where they're going to be?
I think something that's the most important thing is this part of it, right? Which is Malbs, who for a while was playing that connector area. You know, he was brought in to place Nico and so on and so on. He's now playing the A anchor and Hunter is playing connector. I think this is where Malbs does his best work. I think you need to look at Malbs and try to get him to be a sort of a flamesy type of a player for you, where he plays the anchor positions on CT side, which are important positions. I mean, there's always something going on the A-bomb side, right? Whether they execute, whether they're splitting it, whether you can go and make an information play. So it's a really important spot, and he has to be somewhere he can really use his mechanics. And then you get Hunter, who's now the IGL too, but in general also a very active, vocal player. He's in connector, which, you know, we call the star player role, but the reason for it is you have to do a lot of communicating, also a lot of telling other people what to do, ask for utility, you know, call the mid round, fight for mid, or call reactions for your teammates elsewhere on the map. Obviously some Pius as the opera, right? A lot of Windows starts, going back to Ticket and whatnot. He's absolutely massive. He's been hitting the gym. And then you have Matush towards short, really working in tandem a lot with Hunter, and Heavy God obviously as that B anchor.
Poor guy.
Just jumping over time and time again. But yeah, this is what you'll come to see from G2 on Mirage. And also they're one of those teams that has a good amount of set calls where they do things together and just from freeze time. All right, this round we're fighting for mid. Straight away, you know, that's when you'll see Malbs move